Hola, ke mo pedi seno kwane sa polokwane Samson Mr. Jobana. So fanaka re bolla ka something e leng hore I know it makes promoters and artists fight all the time. It makes promoters and managers, artist managers fight all the time. Is the riders. The riders. When it comes to the riders, that is where these two people have one at all. There's like this line that divides the two beliefs about a rider, and let's get into it a little bit. So there are two types of riders usually in the music industry, or that you might get in the events industry, and those riders are your technical rider and your hospitality rider. So what is a technical rider? A technical rider is basically or performance will be proper. Like for example, you need your microphone. Somebody could say, as an artist, you could say, Nazar gang, I need a microphone and I need an SM58. I need specifically CDJ 2000 or whatever number. I've got a band, so my drama. Only that drama my guitarist doing that guitar. So all those things form part of the technical rider, and sometimes it goes even further. Your security detail to be very clear on your technical rider. And remember, a technical rider and this hospitality rider are things that you send immediately, maybe the quotation or your contract that needs to be signed before the event, so that me and the promoter, or the artist and the promoter. So your security detail, it could be I know check follow up away from an event, but so please get me 4 bouncers. We are very clear on the contract. I immediately get your calling. I need 4 bouncers. When I get on stage, I need 2 bouncers. Maybe on stage, I need 2 bouncers blocking go stages. So those are the details. Technical rider, and they become very clear. And usually the technical rider doesn't make the artist and the promoter fight a lot. The big fight is usually on the hospitality rider. So what is a hospitality rider? Hospitality rider is basically things that are going to make me comfortable, or eventing, things that are going to make me comfortable at the event, things that are going to make me comfortable when I leave the event. Things like my flight. I need a flight, and flight what class? I only fly business class. So for me to move from whether or Polokwane to Cape Town, or Cape Town to Durban, wherever to your event, I only fly business class. And when I get to that event, there's this class of cars from the airport to the lodge, or from the airport to the event, whether on Range Rover, if not a Range Rover, anything airline a Range Rover, it could be an X5, whatever. Those are things that are in the hospitality rider. When I get to your event, I want to eat this, I want to drink this. Usually the artist buyer pop champagne. Give me champagne, give me whiskey, give me the dash. Those are things that go into the hospitality rider. Things like I sleep at a hotel 7-star or whatever stars. So those things usually make the artist and the promoter fight a lot, the things that go into the hospitality rider, because promoters feel like the artists now take advantage. This price it's just blown out of proportion. Booking hospitality rider booking fee. I had the story like that just a couple of weeks or just a week ago. So those are things that are in the hospitality rider. But here's my thinking around that. I think as a promoter, because I wanted to look at these things in 2 angles. As a promoter, think about this artist to say, you know what? One of the reasons why this artist is as big as he is, it's because of the lifestyle probably I push on their social media. It's because of not only the music, the lifestyle which I portray on their social media, the music video or motoki or champagne in the music videos. As a promoter, you must know, Warren, if this person lives this type of lifestyle on their social media, that is basically part of their branding. So you're not going to get them to your event because now the brands what you want to offer, they don't align. and that can be a big damage on their brands. They now have to go back and clean up. But we gape re mone polokwane tsa makaeng oba we gape re mone na o tla tle polokwane I ka back room BNB engwe go back room. So those are the things that as a promoter you don't want artists or ebe misaligned le mo eloro on. Try to keep the artist at that level and labe ngo yona because or match that standard eloro ja portray, because now you are messing with his brand. If you want to say I've already paid you and now I'm going to drive you around ka Tesla yaka yaona ejwa mushika mopele. So try and make sure you meet that standard, because you don't want an artist alone with this event and then now you are fighting over small things. Because I've seen situations where an artist doesn't even want to go on stage. The technical stuff are there, they are proper, but then he's not well taken care of on the hospitality side, and that artist feel or normal. Assume what was on the contract. Assume my terms, so I'm not even going on stage. You understand? So don't be cheap when it comes to that as a promoter. Try and get standard seller, or if I agree, let it be clear from the time I remember the contract. More than you don't want to serve whatever, because those are things that make the artist comfortable at your event, and then align with their brand. Because remember, even you as a promoter, you booked them because of the popularity that they already have. You book them because of what they already are. So why do you want to take that standard and want to drop it? Because that is his business, that is his reputation, that is protecting. But also on the other side, on the artist side, there's a bigger problem that side. I think what also artists take advantage of, and I know I've been in those situations where artists now try to take advantage of the promoter or of that opportunity, where an artist now kinale party next week and I can invite le bramama and so I'm going to take advantage of this event. I'm going to put the list of those things we need them for next week. Kara this hospitality rider if it go again then go serve batho party next week. That is not what the hospitality rider is for. It's not for your people, but next week by long run on you go ke na le ba go gae, so ke bia mabotelo and asa tlale gore ke atalle go shota a 6, so I'm now going to put it in this hospitality rider and just take advantage of the promoter. That is not what the hospitality rider is for. The hospitality rider is for to make sure that when you are at that event or on that night of the event, because sometimes remember you must the hospitality rider could include or we're going to be there for 3 hours, but from this 3 hours we're going to the hotel. This is still part of this package to say at the hotel then we could be still eating, we could still be drinking and all those small things. But it's not for you to take advantage of party but next week go serve hospitality rider at this event. I hope you get it, and I hope it makes sense. Because now that is the two things we see people in newspapers, artists in newspapers, hospitality rider, and I think it's sometimes a bit unprofessional for an artist but with this great music, with this all that promoted simply because when you wanted this brand of a drink and our career and I need it for that time. You needed the drink for some other time for your other events. So let's make sure as an artist you don't make too much demands, but also you don't play down. You are just compromising over. But the key word, especially for a lot of artists that I'm talking to, which are upcoming artists that are still making a name in their game, the simplest thing, don't make too many demands. There's an English saying, but don't make demands if you are not in demand. It's only that time no, I think at this event I'm going to make you $1 million definitely. So it's not too much if I'm asking you to give me 100,000 in booking and also in hospitality. If you know your profit that you give into that event is definitely $1 million. And I don't think there's any promoter that can actually say no if you're actually just going to be taking 20-30% of the profit that you can bring in this bulk. You understand? So let's build our names properly and let's make sure the two things doesn't make us fight, man. Hospitality rider, technical rider, I hope you know what that is, but also don't compromise your brand. As an artist, don't compromise your brand. As a promoter, don't be cheap. Give the artist, make the artist comfortable, make the artist happy, make your people that came to your event happier when the artist is happy. Hola, ke Mopedi Senokwane sa Polokwane, and I'm out.